What's up? This is Clyde here, giving you another update. What I have right here is a 250 amp high output alternator from BNR Parts on eBay, and this is my backup alternator that I bought like about a week ago, just in case my JS Ultimate Outs 240 amp alternator gave out, which it is right now. It's acting up. It's when I'm at a stoplight, the voltage drops down from 14.2 to 12.4 volts, and when it turns green and I accelerate, the voltage goes back up to 14.2 volts. So this is gonna be my replacement alternator, and I'm gonna ship the box set back up, box set 240 JS Ultimate alternator in a flat rate box like this. Ship them back to Jonathan Smith to have him rebuild it again. This is second time that alternator was acting up. First time it burned out all the stator windings. What you see in there, the couple windings, is the stator windings on the JS Ultimate Outs. The first time, in about 15 to 20 minutes, the motor windings in the JS Ultimate Outs alternator, it cooked. It turned black like charcoal, burnt up. And then second time gotta send it back to get it rebuilt. And then ran it for about a month, and now it's starting to act up again. Like I said, when at the stoplights, when I'm at a stoplight, the voltage drops down from 14.2 to 12.4 volts, so it's not charging. And only when I accelerate, it starts to go back up and start charging again to 14.2 volts. So something's acting up in that alternator, and this alternator here is going to be my replacement, which I bought from eBay. 250 amp, made in the USA, so totally brand new alternator, and it's from BNR Parts on eBay. And I got this alternator for under $200. It was $162, and the shipping was $15, so $177 shipped to Hawaii. And it was packed in this flat rate box, but it was packed really extremely well. They had all this foam pieces to protect the alternator from damage. This terminal was upside down and was facing onto all these foam pieces, and then this was all packed tightly in there on the sides and all that. Everything was packed with all this foam, so it wouldn't move around or get damaged. As to the packaging of JS Ultimate Outs, it was like crumpled up paper, and the only thing that styrofoam was the part to cover the pulley in the front. They had like a styrofoam, they had a foam piece going right over. That's the only part, and everything else was like crumpled up brown paper or newspaper kind of thing. But the packaging of this, for this BNR Parts 250 amp alternator, was all this, what you see here, all this foam pieces packed nice and tight inside this large flat rate box from USPS. And what you see here, this is I have the stock Denso alternator from my 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee Special Edition 4.7 liter V8 right here. This is the stock alternator, and this is the BNR Parts brand spanking new 250 amp high output alternator. And okay, let me go sideways here. By looking at it sideways, you can tell that the whole entire housing of this BNR Products 250 amp high output alternator is taller than this the stock Denso alternator for this 2004 my 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee Special Edition. The alternator pulley. This is the larger diameter pulley for the stock alternator, and then this is the overdrive pulley for the high output alternator. So when you have it sideways like I have it now, you can tell the height difference between this and the stock is a big difference. The whole entire housing is bigger than the stock alternator. Height wise, you can tell the difference. This is smaller, shorter. The height wise it's shorter than the height of this, which is a 250 amp BNR parts high output alternator. And this is brand spanking new, not remanufactured or rebuilt or anything. Is I guess they manufacture high output alternators, so everything is brand new. Housing and everything is all brand new. They don't take apart. They don't buy like alternators and take it apart and change the parts out like some other companies that build high output alternators. All they do is take apart an alternator like this and put in new parts, put in new rectifiers, diodes, stators, regulators, brushes. That's all they do. But some like companies like that BNR product, BNR parts, they build they completely build a whole new housing, and everything is the housing, everything is all built brand new. So everything in there is brand new, and larger casing, larger housing. The housing is larger than what you see there, which is the stock. You can, just by looking at it, you can tell it's larger housing, taller, larger diameter. .250 amp, and flip it this way. You flip it this way. Same mounting clip. The mounting points where you clip on the wire harness, the connectors. Same style connectors. You got the 2-pin right there, 2-pin right there. Brand new. Everything's brand new. Like the JS Ultimate Alts that I had, what they did was they just got probably bought like a rebuilt alternator or something, and then they took it all apart, and then they changed out all the inside parts, because I could tell that I could see all the marks that where they separated, took apart everything and separated the housing, and then the back casing was all smashed up, and then the part where it bolts up together, you could tell that they pried it apart. You could see pry marks on it where they pried the housing apart, and they changed out they changed out the stator inside, brushes, rectifier, and everything else in it to make it to put out 240 amps. But like this one here is, everything is brand spanking new, so you don't see any smash marks on the back casing where the rectifier and diodes are, and there's no pry marks or anything on the housing, indicating that this was they took it all apart and changed out the internal parts. So it's a whole new, brand new manufactured part. 250 amp alternator. Yep. So I'm gonna be putting this 250 amp right there, BNR parts alternator in my car, in my 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and taking out the GS Ultimate Alts 240 amp alternator and sending it back to Jonathan Smith to rebuild it for the second time because of that problem that I'm getting. Voltage dropped to 12.4 on idle, even with the volume on my receiver to about volume number 4, which is almost 0. It drops down to it's not even charging at all, so it dropped down to 12.4. Then only when you accelerate it goes to 14.2 volts, starts to charge again. So that's a problem there. But this is going in, and I got an external regulator made for Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep. It's from Quick Start High Output Alternators. I got them on eBay. They sell this on eBay from Alternator Man. But it's you can go to alternatorparts.com or highoutputalternators.com, and I guess that's their website. And you have the wiring harness kit right here. This is for Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge vehicles, and you got the regulator in here. And this is an adjustable regulator, so you can adjust it up to whatever voltage you want. I guess I'm gonna adjust it to 14.8 volts, which is approximately the most that you could adjust the regulator to charge the battery safely. And then in the back there, you can there's like a, see that screw right there, you can, that's how you adjust the voltage. But you have to have it grounded. You have to have one of the wires in there has to be bolted up to this and then grounded to the alternator while the alternator is installed in the car. So it has to be grounded to this, and to this body, this casing of this regulator has to be grounded with the wiring harness to the housing of the alternator. So you probably just remove one of these back bolts right here, this one or this one, and you install the ground wire in the kit will be bolted up to this and then to that. Then you adjust. Then I guess you go with a multimeter, hook it up, want the positive lead to that, and ground it to the body, so you see how much voltage you're getting. And then you adjust you turn the screw clockwise or counterclockwise until you get the voltage reading you want. Then from there you can turn the engine off on both the wire from this, and